Howdy. Today's devotional is from the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verses 24 through 26. Again, I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. When the disciples heard this, they were greatly astonished and asked, "Who then can be saved?" Jesus looked at them and said, "With man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." I love this passage because it reminds me of kind of an unsaved situation. Started doing some yard, or love to do yard work, and a couple of years ago, it was pointed out that my flower garden just wasn't doing what it should be doing. It was just about gone, and so I just decided I'd go ahead and just remove it and get rid of it. But Donna kind of told me, she said, "Wait a minute, why don't you just take these seeds and dig them up and kind of clean them up and fix them up, and even though they're sloppy now and they've never bloomed, maybe we'll be able to get just give them one last chance." That's what she wanted to do. So I dug them up. I split and trimmed every bulb and everything. Then I replanted them. Well, soon after that, I just kind of forgot about the flowers. I really did. And I didn't really pay that much of attention, but I did tend to the flower bed like it should. Well, we were talking with some friends, and we were looking over, and one of the neighbors came over and said, "We've kind of wondering what's going on here. We've noticed that there's a big flower bed out in front now." And said the flowers are beautiful. They've bloomed, and they look good. And so there must be 100 of them growing. And the flowers that I had given up on were now like a gigantic sea of different colors, purples and yellows and whites and reds and greens and all that. And I thought about, I almost didn't save those plants and let them grow. If I'd had my way, they'd been thrown away probably. But Donna saw the possibilities, and we saved them, and that had a beautiful flower bed. Like the flowers, sin once kept me from blooming. But Jesus saw my potential, and instead of discarding me, he redeemed me, and salvation is possible with everyone, including anybody that's kind of not like a flower, is not bloomed well, but can. God's needle, threaded by Jesus, is big enough for anyone to pass through. Seek opportunities to help thread God's needle this week. Don't regard anyone's salvation as impossible. Have a good day.